Hi, my name is Justin Vaughn. I'm a political scientist. I spend a lot of time thinking about civic life in America and really about how we can try to make that civic life a little bit better. I'm really excited today to be recording this video to tell you all about an exciting opportunity that we are putting together for South by Southwest in the hopes that we can share it with many of you at the South by Southwest EDU event next spring. The event is a workshop and it's called the Third Place Design Lab. Third places, the focus of the workshop, as you might guess, are those essential spots, spaces, locations in our lives that aren't work, that aren't home, but are incredibly important to building the relationships that keep us connected to one another, that allow us to flourish, and that help facilitate communal life, not just here in the United States, but anywhere. As you probably know, they're disappearing. That our parents, our grandparents, our great-grandparents lived in societies that were chock full of third places. But in the United States today, we're seeing a decline in them, and those that exist are oftentimes kind of gated and expensive for everyday members of our community to join. What we're going to do in this workshop, what we're going to focus on, is designing new third spaces, the third spaces that we want and need and crave in American society today. This experience is going to be highly interactive, it's going to be very fun, and it's going to be design oriented, where you and a table, maybe of peers, maybe of strangers, hopefully by the end of friends and neighbors, will prototype a third space that fits the needs of your community and tackles the key challenges that third space designers around the country will encounter on a daily basis. I'm really excited about this because this workshop is going to not only be about a cool and important topic, but it's going to feature some really awesome leaders in the kind of civic renaissance movement of America. We're going to have Rebecca Davis, filmmaker, most famous for the documentary Join or Die. It premiered at South by Southwest in 2023 and then spent a long time on Netflix to much acclaim. It's going to feature Jared Joyner, civic designer and educator. He's the founder of the Oakland-based Civic Connection Studio Joiners, at the forefront of kind of this belonging and joining movement that we're seeing take off across the country. And last but not least, civic space guru Bridget Marquis, somebody who's doing a ton of work with communities all over the country, rethinking how civic spaces can be used for multiple dynamic benefits. She's also the director of the Reimagining the Civic Commons initiative. These three folks are terrific, they're exciting, they're insightful, and they're all going to come together from their particular perspectives and work with the attendees of this workshop to design these prototypes. For the attendees, in addition to the great experience, the interaction with these dynamic leaders, you're going to walk out with three important takeaways. One, you're going to have a framework for designing third spaces that help newcomers in our communities enter, return, connect, and contribute, right? All key factors to belonging and feeling tethered to a community. Two, you're going to have a rapid prototyping and co-design experience where you're going to test a third place idea against feedback and real world constraints, right? You're going to be doing something fun but important with others in a kind of high-pitched environment. And three, you're going to walk away with a better understanding, a familiarity with ways that civic and especially educational institutions can prioritize the creation of these third spaces, these third places, to foster increased civic participation. So hope you'll be able to join us in March. If you are as excited about this as I am, please support this pitch. If you're half as excited about this as I am, please support this pitch and come and see Rebecca, Jared, Bridget, and many more new friends as we work on designing third places for the future of America. Thank you.